it might not be the best idea to only want to work in a top M&A law firm, first of all, to start with. It's not necessarily true that you have to work in a top 5 law firm to take your career off to a flying start. But what is important is, if you're not, so national law schools have their established placement cells, certain relationships with law firms. So a lot of times law firms will only visit them when they want to hire in big numbers. But they keep making that occasional hire. There are always exceptions to this rule. And what you need to figure out is a method or a system that makes you that exception. So there are certain methods that work for that. One is that getting your skills really high up and then being known for that. So you might need to publish a few articles online so that people can know about you. When you write your email, when you write your internship or job applications, your email suddenly stands out. And even if it's one amongst hundreds of them, the person who's reading it wants to open this. Then building your own network so that you know people who can tell you that, hey, listen, I can recommend you in this place, because, and recommendation doesn't mean a push or a favor. It just means I can inform you of this opening here. I'll not put in a word, you apply here. That's it. And when people informally ask me, I'll say, this person has worked for me and this person does good job. That is all that you need in a recommendation. You need nothing more. So this much to have this much of logistics working for you. Say if you know 50 people who work in law firms, or you know 20 people who work in law firms. Imagine the kind of access you will have to law firm jobs. It will be tremendous. Okay, so that kind of network needs to be built, and for which you need to have your online profile and LinkedIn, all of that optimized. Now, I've seen a lot of law students today, they're still not on LinkedIn. And some students have privacy issues, so they're not on Facebook and not on LinkedIn at all. But I think LinkedIn is a must for any if you are interested in developing your career, LinkedIn is a must. Okay, so that you can network with people, and you need to have your articles published in a variety of websites, or even if it's they're available online on 1 or 2 websites, that's fine. You can have it on, say, blog.ipdos.in. Now, the other thing is that you need to intern in an off season, ideally, when they are not crowded with a bunch of interns, and when associates actually have the time and bandwidth to notice you and to overload you with work. So that is something you need to figure out. If your college is in a city where, say, like Bombay, students from GLC can easily intern in a law firm after their college. So that offers a certain kind of advantage. Many colleges don't offer that because they are not in a city, they are not located in a mainstream city where the corporate law firms are, or the college itself has a very high attendance requirement, so there is no laxity available. Now, this is an advantage that CA students have, that they can actually start interning and intern for long years. So when they come out to practice, they have a lot of skills. But as law students, we don't have that. So you need to find out that which are the firms you can intern in during an off season, and you need to intern for longer than 1 month, because 1 month is the basic time it takes anyone to learn. Try 2 months, try 3 or 6 months. If you do repeat internships, it indicates a very high level of interest of yours in the firm, and that will always benefit you in comparison to, say, what national law school students have. They have to go by one formula. They have to succeed at an interview, at a campus placement, and maybe they would have had to do an internship. The method for you, on the other hand, will be very different. So you have to not bother about this and look at the way that will make you succeed, and the key elements required to make you the exception to the rule I have just shared.